Okay. Been a while since I've done one of these. Hello everyone. My name is Daniel and I am the soul behind Mystic World. As to those who may be looking back on the channel and know who I am the person who is creating Avanor, which is my fantasy world. Just wanted to give a bit of a progress update on that. The book has officially started. I am on chapter 3 at the moment of... Well, here comes the surprise part about it. I am on chapter 3 of the first book. I say first because in confidence, I do want to write more. So, in main canon series, I have 3 planned. There's going to be... Oh, do I even reveal this information now? Well, the first one that I am writing now is called Bestowed Calamity. That is the first one. That's the first title. I've been working on it since probably halfway through December, and it's been a hell of a process. And I'm feeling like I need to take a little step back so I can write a lot of the lore and details of the other parts of the world. And this is where some more of the books are going to come in. So, as I've got 3 books for the main quest line, as put in a different format, I have 5 books that I want to write. 1, to ground myself as... have it as lore, so I know what each little bit I can put into the main novels are. And also, it's kind of an invitation. So if other people want to stay in that world longer and read more, there will be options ready when that time comes. So there's 5 lore books I want to do. No, sorry, 6. So there's one about the Hrakeen, which are the goat people. There's another one for the Clefontra, which are the elephant people up north. There is the Thornak, who also live up north with the Clefontra, the lizard kinds. Then there is the Shoulder, my version of the merfolk. And then there is the Itera. The Itera is going to be a little bit different than the other 4 books, because that one is called Lathroan's Bond, but more down why that will be named that a little bit later. And the 6th one is something called Vapiric Gears. So that one is a little side quest note of the experimentation process they had learning to use the Liquid Arcana in Avanor. So the Liquid Arcana came from the Penmore Vale, which is a whole new plane that is leaking into Avanor. So I thought to give a lot more context behind the Liquid Arcana, I'm going to write a whole different book to add a bit more perspective. So at the moment, all these different books are for me to ground me down as a world builder. But if, and it's a big if, I actually do publish these, the invitation to know more is already there. Because if I finish these before Bestowed Calamity, if Bestowed Calamity does really, really well as the first iteration, then I can slowly release the other 6. I can release the other 6 books, and that just adds more of an invitation, and it might just grow to a wider audience and stuff like that. But yeah, Lathroan's Bond. The reason that's different is because if you won't know this 100% because you don't know much of the project. I've kept a lot of it under wraps. Lathroan is just the god entity. I say with emphasis heavily because I don't want to write a god that hasn't had an explanation. So Lathroan's Bond is just the explanation of how Lathroan became the god that she is and why everything has gone to hell. And then you've obviously got the 3 main canon books, which is Bestowed Calamity, Bastion's Fortress, and then Cortex Connection. All 10 of these books are in the planning. One of them is currently in the progress of writing, but I am planning how to format and do each of the other books. It will take time, because I am attempting to do the Stephen King technique of write God knows how many pages a day, but I'm kind of extending that into so many pages a week. So I don't push myself, I don't burn out. I've still got my journal and stuff, so if an idea pops to my head, write it down. I'm just brainstorming the ideas of how everything can formulate into one set formula of we invite you into the world. That's the formula I want to entice for others. For the lore books, there will be concept pictures and artwork, hopefully done by myself, when I get the bloody time. But the whole project itself is going underway, and I've had loads of people look into the work out of this link between me and this camera and where you're watching this from. And they are absolutely loving it. I'm getting my friends coming back with loads of questions about certain things, which I do spoil them a little bit about certain things, but I don't give all the surprises away. So the project is going well. And a lot of the feedback from either random strangers that have seen me out in public, just writing on my phone or writing in my journal, asking about it. I tell them bare basics of what it's about and why I'm doing it in certain ways. And then the questions erupt. They want more. They want to know about it. And I'm just hoping, because I'm kind of overloaded with 10 books on the brain, even though I'm only trying to work on one right now, I just hope that all of this, when it does come out, not when, a big if when it all comes out, that this reaction and admiration would carry on. Because I can't expect it to work out 100%. And plus, I haven't even considered, if I do publish, where does this go? Does it go physical? Does it go hard copy? Or does it just stay digital? I'm completely unsure which format to take it by and stuff. And a little side note, time is going to get a lot shorter for me, because this place around me, I may not be here for longer, for reasons I will not detain in this video, but I will be moving on to something completely different if things go the right way. But again, you don't need to know that. You're not here for that. You're here for the actual project. But yes, artwork, not really done as of much as of recently, but basic grounds has been made. I do need to go down that road a bit more, but the project and the writing is coming first. And that's the thing I'm enjoying so much about it at the moment. The writing, for a first timer, I listened to it back on a text-to-speech reader where it uses like an AI voice to read it back to you as if reading an audiobook. And it is incredible re-listening to some of the things I've written down, because it kind of just takes you back a bit, like, hold on, I wrote that. How the hell does that like sound so good? But it's kind of like a second message at the same time. It's like, if you put your head to it, you can damn well do it. But I think I've rambled on for long enough. So, no matter what, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as usual, I'll see you on the next page.